Welcome to another Tuesday night at Mory's. Ron Vaccaro, joined by head coach of the Yale Bulldogs, Siedlecki, coming off a 47-7 victory in the opener against Georgetown. How long did you think about that before turning the page to Cornell for the Ivy League opener this week in Ithaca?
We turned the page pretty quickly. I mean, it was a great start, and it was kind of a nice first game to have, and we had a lot of success with a lot of the things that we worked very hard on in the off season, especially throwing the football on offense. And I thought our young defensive linemen, those first game starters, did a good job, made some big plays in the backfield. But we know this is the first league contest out to Cornell. They're a team that wins a lot of games at home. It's their homecoming, and we got to get ready to play.
Evaluating the two-quarterback experiment or situation, if you will, worked pretty well on Saturday.
It's hard to believe, but I didn't even know this, but until the other day, they came out of the game, they are ranked number 1 and number 2 in the nation in pass efficiency. So I don't know how you're going to make a choice between the two, so we're going to keep going with the same system.
Offensively, also, some people might be surprised that it wasn't as much of a running offense, but I'm sure in week one you're happy to see that both quarterbacks were able to throw the ball to take some pressure off of the running game.
I mean, one of the things we said in the offseason, based on how we finished the year last year, that defenses were going to gear down, try to take Mike out, and challenge us to see if we could throw the football. And they made it pretty easy for us to throw the ball. And obviously the first play of the game we threw a 61-yard pass, and that kind of got us off on the right foot. But for the day we were 24 for 34 and 361 yards. We haven't done that in probably 3 years. So I think it's going to make Cornell and everybody down the road, they're going to have to prepare and make some decisions how they're going to defend us.
One of your keys to winning over the years has been turnover margin, and 3 big interceptions on Saturday from your defense. Is this a playmaking defense that you expect to be able to do that all season?
We hope so. I mean, obviously they set the tone right away with 3 and 1 for a touchdown, and we finished +1 for the game, and that's been a big thing with our success over the last, especially the last 2 years, is the amount of turnovers we create and the fact that we don't have very many ourselves. It makes for easier games, obviously. In the second half, when they had the interceptions, all of a sudden the score goes from 20 to 40 pretty quick, and a couple of short field situations, and actually we gave it right back to them on the one. We can't afford to do that in a close game, but I expect us, with all the stand-up players that we have back and all the guys that have made plays for us in the past, we should have a lot of success with guys breaking on the ball and making some plays.
Playing Cornell this Saturday, is it fair to say that they might be the opponent in the Ivy League that will keep opponents on their toes the most?
Yeah, I mean, they are a high-risk defensive football team, and it's high risk, high reward. It's also high risk, and you can make big plays against them. 3 years ago we threw the ball over their heads 5 times, and it was one of those really easy games. 2 years ago we went up there and we just battled all day long. They kept making those plays that stopped you, and they're a very hard team to drive the ball against because they're going to blitz from every direction with all different guys, and you've got to make some plays and take advantage of the fact that they are going to put some guys in jeopardy with isolation plays and things like that. And again, we got to throw the ball. If they're going to bring the safety down and try to take Mike out of the game with the 8th or 9th guy in the box, then we've got to be able to put the ball out to our receivers and make plays against one-on-one coverage.
Do you have a biggest surprise from week one? A biggest surprise?
From week one? I don't know if it was surprise as much as it was satisfaction. I think to outsiders they may be surprised how we threw the football. It's something that we really worked on. And obviously, as I said to the players, it's one thing to talk about it. It's one thing to, work on it and all that. But the players and the coaches want confidence in each other, confidence in what we're doing, and that was a great first step.
All right, well, thanks, Coach. Good luck on Saturday.
Thank you very much.
Back with more from Mory's after this.